Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Free Exchange of Ideas. So today, actually before we get into it, take a second to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me beat the algorithms. Not well, but somewhat. And leave a comment. I mean, if you like what you hear or you don't like what you hear, just tell me. That way I can fix or change or not how I do things. Today is just going to be a bitch session. I have not put a video out for, I think it's honestly probably a couple of weeks. It's been a little busy, couple of weeks, dealing with insurance companies and attorneys and work and failures to do payroll properly, those kind of things. But mostly I've just been depressed. I've been doing this for going on 3 years now, and I still only have 20 followers on YouTube. I have twice that on Facebook, for what that's worth. Still can't get anywhere with those two things. And I'm feeling frustrated because I see people look at my videos and not leave a like or even a dislike or comment or subscribing. I'd really appreciate some subscribers. I don't know what I'm doing incorrectly or to not reach the masses. But I can tell you, over the last couple of weeks, the Trump thing has just been so big in politics, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about Trump. I don't want to talk about Biden, because they're both fools. I don't want to talk about Georgia politics, because it's just politics. And politics make for strange bedfellows is an old saying, and I think it is completely outdated, because politics makes for truly bringing out the asshole in somebody. So I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about this show, I guess. We kind of started out as multi-topical, multi-personal multi-persons on this show. We got down to 2 people pretty quickly because some people just couldn't hang in there. I'm cool with that. I mean, doing this, and that was only to do it once a week. But to do it once a week, everybody had to make some effort to come up with a good 2 or 3 actually good topics to talk about, and then do the research so that they could sound, or we could all sound fairly intelligent about what we were talking about. Then it just got down to me and Donovan, and we were trying really, really hard to be cordial with each other, especially near the end, when the possibility of indictments first came out for Donald Trump. Boy, Donovan was all over that, but he wasn't all over the same for any Democrats or. No, he just hated Republicans blindly, or conservatives. I'm really not certain. But in talking to Donovan over the long haul, this last year really has been eye-opening for me. I try really, really hard, really, truly hard to catch different sources for my news. I listen to a mix in the morning on my way into work. I listen to NPR, I listen to Fox, I listen to Bloomberg, I listen to ESPN Sports, because that's my, puke all the other crap up, and I can just listen to ESPN and not really care what they're talking about. But I've tried really, really hard to gauge or to get a sense of what the bigger picture is in politics, and it's the last couple of weeks have truly been depressing for me. I'm a conservative, I admit that freely. I'm not afraid of anybody to know that. I kind of assume that at this point, if you've been watching my channel, then you already know that I'm conservative. However, I will never be a Republican again. The party is not, I don't think they're focused on what Americans really want. And I certainly don't think they fight very hard against the Democrats. They haven't made any real efforts until just recently. I mean, by just recently, I mean this past year. And even then, it's still not, they're still not fighting like the Democrats fight. I mean, the Democrats fight tooth and nail, and they never give up a point. Never give up a point. The Republicans just don't fight that hard, and I don't understand that. I am officially part of the Constitution Party, registered as a Constitutional Party member, and I get their newsletter I think it's once a month. My email is so packed up with garbage I can't keep track anymore. But I still listen to other sources because, and I say this all the time, if you don't hear it from other sources that you don't like, you'll never get the full truth. You'll never be able to discern what is actual and what is factual. It just won't happen. And you'll walk around in your bubble and be happier than a pig in shit, but you'll be dumb as an ox. There's too many dumb oxes voting on both sides, on all sides of any political party or ideology. It's really very simple to get into that echo chamber and hear the things that you want to hear that only bolster your side of the argument or the discussion. And that was the other thing. With Donovan, it started out as a discussion and unfortunately became kind of adversarial. And I didn't want to do that. That's not what I started this channel for. If I wanted to be adversarial, there was plenty of ways I could go and do it all by myself. But all that being said, so I'm over my depression. Over it. I'll just deal with it like I do everything else. You kind of have to, right? If you want to just keep going. And I do want to keep going. I do want to keep doing this. But I just need a little help. Just hit the like button. Just subscribe. You don't even have to hang out all the time. Matter of fact, I wouldn't hang out. I watch a lot of different shows. And Tim Pool is one of my favorites. I also watch Sensible Prepper. Love him to death because he's a sensible guy. And he talks about budgets and those kind of things and what you can get and what you don't need and stuff like that. So, I mean, I watch camping shows or... camping shows is probably not really the right thing, not the right term, but Corporal's Corner I like a lot, just because he's a no-nonsense Marine. He's pretty good. I like a bunch of different shows from a bunch of different points of view. Some of them no point of view at all except exactly what they're doing. Like Sensible Prepper, you don't hear any politics out of him. Corporal's Corner, don't hear any politics out of him. I'm okay with that. As a matter of fact, that's what I prefer. But just do the thing. Just do the thing. Be yourself. If you can, if you feel the need or the desire, the wherewithal to help me out, I appreciate that as well. I'm not asking for any money. I don't want any money from you. I just like to build this channel a little bit and see that my show bears fruit. See that what I do bears some fruit. I'm a Christian, so bearing fruit is kind of a big thing for us. And I mean, if there's something else I should be doing, please don't hesitate to tell me. If there's something you would like to hear about, hey, Elon Musk, electric cars. I have a really big rant on electric cars. Maybe I'll do that next week or something. I haven't made up my mind. I don't plan very far ahead as far as the show goes, primarily because I have 20 followers. And maybe that's part of the problem. If I planned further ahead, I would do better. I am running up on 10 minutes now. Jeez, can't believe I ranted that long. I apologize. Listen, if you're willing to help me out, no skin off your nose, just hit the like button. Subscribe. It doesn't take up any extra room in your cache or in your memory on your computer. It's just a link. Leave a comment. That takes up literally no room in your cache or your memory on your computer. And let me know what you think. I truly actually would appreciate it. If there's something you want to hear about or something you have questions about, leave that comment. Let me know. I will look that crap up and find it for you. Oh, speaking of, the last thing I heard about the submersible that got crushed going down to the Titanic, they have stopped their search for any extra parts. They have concluded their preliminary investigation, which I think will actually probably be their final investigation, and publish some of their thoughts. And you can find that on the internet if you like. I'm not going to post a tag or anything here. This is just my rant. And that's it. They found that the owner of the company was at fault, in essence. The guy who had been driving the submersible. It had been down several times, and there had been some micro cracks that they wouldn't normally see, but there was enough noise to tell them they should have been doing some type of maintenance on the hull. At any rate, that's all I got for you. If you can, share this. The more people that get to see it, the more people that might like it. Not this one particularly, but just, if you can, help me out. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day. And remember, even fluffy bunnies have teeth and claws for a reason. Live long, fight hard, win the day. See ya!